Hey, I'm Chris Kramer.
And I'm Patrick Underhill.
And we're with FourthRealm.com, here to ask you, our Kickstarter audience, to help us get our two comic book projects off the ground, Machine and Centurion.
From our dreams to your hands.
The FourthRealm.com is an indie publisher that deals primarily in ebooks and digital content. We currently publish crime fiction, science fiction, and fantasy stories written by the company's founders, a group that includes Patrick and myself. Most of the work right now tends to be shorter serial works that we can put out on a fairly regular basis, a schedule that comic book readers will recognize, and that's not by accident. Patrick and I especially were avid comic book readers growing up, and it's only natural that we decided to move into that arena as well.
Like Chris said, we're both lifelong comic book lovers, and this has been a story that I've bounced around in my head for several years. And I've always wanted a comic book world where the heroes' actions have lasting repercussions for themselves and the world. Machine and Centurion will be a shared universe, and the story along the way will answer all the readers' questions as well as have a definite ending. Machine is a story about the most powerful superhero basically deciding that everyone else with superpowers might abuse them. So he takes it upon himself to become judge, jury, and executioner and basically just get rid of them.
Centurion is the story of the everyman character who gets superpowers. However, this one's is a little bit different. The story starts off fairly light and comedic in style, but our main character discovers that having superpowers is not everything it's cracked up to be. And I mean that in the most complicated, dark, twisted, the world is not friendly sense possible.
While we're the writers of Machine and Centurion, comic books are nothing without the artists, and that's going to be handled by Scattered Comics. That's half the story of any comic book is in the artwork.
Our donation rewards will be somewhat similar to other comic book projects, signed copies, signed PDFs from the writers, the artists, things like that. We have thrown in a few, I don't know what we call them, bonus rewards.
Lighthearted.
Funny.
Fun rewards. But one thing I do want to make clear is that any signed copies that you do get as a reward is not something to be considered trivial. The only physical copies of either the comic books or the books that we do through the Fourth Realm are printed only for events like this. Contests such as the Kickstarter Project, the rewards, or signings or conventions. That's when we make physical copies, physical signed copies especially. So when you get an item like this, it is a collector's item, just by fact that the items are designed to be rare.
We need you, the Kickstarter audience, to get this project going, and we appreciate all donations, no matter the size.
We need you to kickstart this project.
Yeah.